Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Weekly Whining. It is May 15th. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these. It's almost weekly whining. It's nearly. It's not even close. It's not. Again, I am without the wine. So I have the next best thing. Got some coffee. Got some coffee in my Star Trek mug. This is my very, very specialty cup. As you can see, I'm in a bit of a different area. This is a part of the yard none of you have seen. It's because I haven't actually been able to access this for a little while. A couple of years now. I used to have a dog back here, and the dog is no longer here. So I came back here this year to go ahead and clean it out. On either side of me, which I'll show you in a bit, there are a couple of fence panels that I got from a friend of mine some years ago now. This side and this side are both going to be, you know, the ends of the ends of the pin, and then in the middle I'm going to be getting some T-posts to set up. So there's my workspace there, and I'm going to be using that to make a chicken coop and a rabbit coop. I would like to have actually both of them together in the same area so that whenever I'm away from home, I don't have to worry about dogs getting to them. I'm not worried about it now, but if I have to leave for, you know, any amount of time, it kind of consolidates all the animals down into one area and makes it easier for whoever I have taking care of the animals to take care of them. I don't know if I'm going to keep recording back here or not. I really like it. I kind of got a fence going on right here, and it's really nice. It's a quiet area, but I know as the year goes on, there's a pond on the other side of the camera back there that fills just with mosquitoes like crazy. And I've been doing everything I can to kind of mediate that, but there's just, I mean, maybe I'll show you. It's just a huge, horrible mess back there. And that's what I'm working with as far as mosquitoes go. You see all those tires and shit? Ugh, that's a pond. Pond full of junk. So the computer situation that I made you guys aware of in the last vlog, the last whining, it is better. It's better. I've rented a computer thanks to you, thanks to all of my patrons and all of my viewers who, you know, who view my ads and all that. Because of the income from that, I am able to rent a computer more or less indefinitely, especially because I'll start working and actually start working next Monday. The computer has similar specs to the ones that I was already working on, so it's not really much of a difference other than some of the settings are like they're just a little different. It's Windows 7, it's fine. I have lost access to the recording program that I was using when I was at Vaughn's. It was one of theirs, and I don't know the login information, so I'm not able to save. But I have my old program, a lot slower. I actually kind of prefer it. There's a little bit less editing options. It has to do with it being 32-bit, but that's neither here nor there. I got Photoshop back. I do have Photoshop back, so all of you who are still waiting for April's patron stuff, hold tight. I'm nearly done. I got about 20 more pictures to add to that, upload, and then they're going right into your email. On my last video that I posted, or at least the last vlog that I posted, I only got a couple of questions. Both of them were from Brissy, or Brissy Girl. I'm not sure what your name is on YouTube. She asked about Mabel. Mabel, she died in February. I might have mentioned it, I might not have. I'm apparently really bad about remembering what I've actually mentioned. I tend to intend to say a lot of things, and then I don't say them, or they get edited out or something, I don't know. And the same thing happened to my main breeder, my Rex, my female Rex. So the mother to the Rexes that I have now. She got out of her cage, and then I think something spooked her, and she ran headfirst into a fence. Well, I was still in Carthage. So she's no longer with us. But I do have her babies, and they'll be ready to breed pretty soon. I'm just going to breed them back to their father, which is fine for rabbits. This is kind of turning into like an animal update, too. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The turkey's getting gigantic. She was sitting on my shoulder. It'd be pretty hard to put her on my shoulder. Here we go. Here's the turkey. She's a whole lot bigger than she was before. Good, sweet turkey. I'll go ahead and put you down. You want to go back to your girls? Let's go. Brissy also mentioned the Townsends, so I don't know what I think the channel is now called Townsend's, but it used to be called James Townsend and Sons, or Jas Townsend and Sons, JAS. It's an abbreviation for James. They do a lot of historical stuff from the 17th and 18th century, I believe. On their channel, they do a lot of the cooking. It seems to be more focused around cooking than anything else. There's some interviews with people, but yeah, so they'll go back into the 17th and 18th century and they'll take recipes that they find in books and they will replicate them. And in doing so, you know, they're able to relive some of the most important parts of history, and that's the food. And I'm kind of into that myself, not that I really have a way of cooking here too well, but it's really super interesting. And if you're interested in their shop, then they also have, you know, costumes and things like that. Some of the most comfortable costumes that I've ever worn. We use James Townsend and Son, or the Townsends, with the state park system when we do our historical reenactment, because they're so accurate and they're so comfortable and they're accessible. They come in all different sizes. It's fantastic. And they also have cookware and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I mean, I'm not shilling for them. This is not in any way, you know, associated with them. I really respect them as reenactors and as crafters and as educators and interpreters. They're fantastic and super nice people. Thank you, Brissy, for reminding me to kind of touch upon some of that stuff. It's been really at the front of my mind lately, reenactment and LARPing and things like that, because I really want to do it. I have really no, I guess, opportunity around here to do it. So I'm more or less alone, and it's whatever. You know, there's tabletop, but that's not really the same. All right, so let's see. What next? Mail time. So it's mail time. I've technically got 3 things, but right now I've only got 2 out here. One of them, I'll go ahead and mention it, was from Aiden. Aiden sent me a external hard drive, a 500 gig external hard drive, which is going to be exclusively what I use for my YouTube. So I won't have to worry about like these huge files just cluttering up my computer and having to find them and making things run slow. So I will be, I've got a dedicated YouTube hard drive. And that's going to be great. Yeah. Anyway, it's gold. I don't know. It's in there in the computer. It's right now I'm using it, so I'm not going to be able to show it to you. But I do have 2 more packages, just 2 this time. This one is actually both of them. Both of them are from Michelle. She said that they were coming, and I assume they're from her. I have opened them, but I have not looked inside. So we want to do the small one first. Small one? See, I've opened it. I've not looked in. I promise. Ooh. Oh, okay. It's foil tape, or copper foil tape. So this kind of tape is used in electronic welding, electronic soldering. And then I've got a box, some paper, and these are just the enjoy your gift from Michelle, and indeed so. This one right here, this is epoxy sculpt. This stuff is a 2-part resin that you mix together, and you can use it for sculpting, for art, or what have you. I was going to be using it to make some amulets because I don't like working with polymer clay. I found that out. It's fine, it's fun. Maybe it has to do with, you know, the type I was working with. I think this is going to be a lot more along my lines, especially because it hardens by itself and you don't have to bake it. And I don't have a stove, so that's kind of a big deal. Oh, cool. Okay, this goes with the foil tape. Some of the stuff that I've also been working on getting things together for, because a lot of my problem with crafting is that I just simply don't have the materials to do it. I can do, you know, basically any kind of primitive craft that doesn't require power tools and stuff, but whenever I need something like for metalworking, then this is exactly what I need. This is a soldering kit. There's a user manual, and it comes in this really cool case. Here's the inside of it. It's got a whole bunch of things. It's got the, you know, the soldering iron and the little holder and a solder pump and a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I plan on putting caps on gemstones and wood and things like that, so that I can make amulets with metal caps on them, and you can hang them a lot easier from your necklace. So that's really neat. I'm super tickled. Thank you very much, Michelle. This is amazing. And that's pretty much all the mail. But it is quality over quantity, that's for sure. That stuff is incredible. I'm going to have so much fun with it. I am getting eaten by mosquitoes, so I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this up. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, wherever that is, over here I think. If you really liked the video and you really like me, go ahead and hit subscribe and hit the bell, and you can get the notifications of when I actually put things up, which is I've been trying to do it once a week, but it looks like every other week or so now. If you really love me, like super long time forever, and you also really like my hat a lot, you can hit the link to my Patreon, and you can support the channel. Throw a dollar my way, or don't. Send me a message, we can talk, it'll be good. It's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me at this point. If you hate me, if you hate everything, hit the dislike. I'm cool with that. And you can navigate completely away from this channel to somewhere else entirely. Or, I mean, you don't have to hate me, but, you know, you can. Anyway, there's a mystery link down there. Hit the mystery link. It could be something stupid. It could be something educational. It could be probably the worst memes on the internet. But, you know, go ahead and do it. It's fun. You're sure to have a good time. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you again very much, Michelle, for the soldering pack and some stuff that I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with. And thank you, Aiden, for really making this possible, for freeing up some of my space on my normal computer, or my rental computer, I should say, which is now my normal computer, so that I can continue to do YouTube videos. So yeah, bye. Bye-bye. I love you. Come on. What's the matter? Let's go this way. Keep walking. Keep walking. Yeah, keep walking, you silly bird. Helpless. Yep. There's your friends. Messed up your feathers, didn't I?